I have a way of working that for me it comes a lot from my fingers, no? Like I'm a person who, my knowledge and learning process comes more from the skin and the body than from my rational, my mind, no? And I really hope that art can propose new ways of sensing and experiencing the world around us that comes from a more intuitive manner, that comes from the senses, that comes from the fingers. And that, I would say, is the hope I have from people coming in that space, that they can approach art and the world in a more embodied way. Like I had people also in my studio working with me. I've never had assistants. And it was the first time that all the sewing and all the pattern making of the sculptures was done by a group of people in relationship with me. And then when we came here with all the sculptures sewn, it was a matter of like having 15 amazing people that were very involved in all the process of inflation and shaping, the final sculptures.
Of working in the space, the remarkable, and everybody who has been still.
And there's something phenomenal about how this young, relatively young artist, woman, is taking on these mega sculptures, a domain that has been perhaps conventionally thought of as a more male domain, and transforming it upside down into something that is very sensual, yet very, very overwhelming. So she was one of the first artists that came to our mind.
Is indeed the work of Eva, but behind the work of Eva there's the curator, and there he is, but also the support from our central administration.
And as you can see behind me, the result has been impeccable, so successful. She reacted to the fact that this space is a passage, so you walk in and you're invited to walk through these 70 sculptures that she created specifically for her exhibition here, and you get transported into a world that is in between human, non-human, technologically generated, yet very organic. You realize that these sculptures are not fully static. There's a subtle movement. Some of them are breathing. So there's a lot going on. And I think, again, the reason we invited her is because we knew she could take on this challenge and come back with something that enhances the experience of the space and this architecture. How can you activate the space? What kind of artistic positions can you bring into this environment in order to challenge it, to confront it, to work with it, to expand it? And one of the first artists that came to our mind when we thought about this is Eva Fabregas.
Ich finde, sie macht das sehr schön, indem sie diese ortsspezifische Installation für den Hamburger Bahnhof hier geschaffen hat, die nicht direkt etwas abbildet oder repräsentiert, sondern tatsächlich auf die Architektur auf das Gebäude, auf das Atmen des Gebäudes, auf das Gebäude als Organismus eingeht.